shades of LLA, because variety is the spice of what? It's the spice of life. They didn't hear you.
Oh, life.
So I have this amazing person. I call her amazing. Beside me. Her name is Ajiri. She's my paddy. And today we're going to be doing justice to something I think everybody wants to know about. 3 annoying things that we found out after we got married. Ajiri, what do you think?
Okay, let's get into it.
Yes. So you start. What was one thing that you found out after you got married?
Okay. The first thing, and this one was pretty annoying when after I got married.
Tell me about it.
Was I felt scammed. Let me be honest. I was deceived. Yes.
Why?
So, because after I got married, I discovered my husband is not exactly as romantic and expressive as I thought he was. So it was there, during courtship and all of that. I got married and I did not see it again.
You mean? No, wait. Are you trying to say that? Wait, because I know your husband. Maybe he took it small by small. No. He didn't.
He didn't take it small by small. Like, it literally just disappeared. Like, I saw it the day before.
When it's not period. So what did you tell him?
I'm like, guy, what's going on? So initially I thought, okay, and this thing it's kind of tricky because initially I thought, okay, maybe it's the stress of the wedding.
Yeah.
Okay, he's tired, he's stressed, and then he turned to, does this guy actually love me? Did you ever love me? And all of that. And it was really, it felt really crazy. But then over time, I've come to understand that love is not exact. Yes, romance is good. I'm not saying no good.
It's good though.
It's good though. Very good. I love it. I like it. But it's the love is not exactly in the whole romance thingy and all of that, because you can have all that romance thingy and then the person doesn't exactly love you.
Yeah.
Because the person
love is a commitment.
Oh, it is, because the person can be all romantic and all of that, but when issues of life come and you need somebody to really be strong and stand by you, you don't see them there. So, but I've been through a lot of things after marriage, and my husband has been like the most solid person. So what other definition of love do I need? So it's not in all. So I still like the romance part, and I love it. The few times he gives you. Yes, that maybe it just
enter his brain.
Yes. But the first few weeks after marriage, I was confused.
Wow.
Like I said, I felt truly scammed.
Scam a lot.
It was a scam.
Yeah.
Really. And I wondered, so what was all that you were doing during courtship? And he was like, no, that he really had to psych himself a lot, and just know that he knew that this was something he had to do,
to get the babe.
Yes, to get the babe. My village people will say, they don't used to do campaign
after election.
So election was over.
He has declared winner. So
face front.
So what did you tell him when he said that?
I just looked at him and I said, okay, God will help you.
God will help you through. You'll put it in prayer.
Yes.
But let's be honest, because I know your husband, he has improved over the years. You will not tell them that one. He has don't mind that. Before they will be slandering somebody's son. Husband has improved over the years. Yes. I know.
He has. He has improved. So the thing is, it's not like he's the typical traditional Nigerian man. The guy doesn't just have that romantic bone in him, like my sweet potpourri potato.
No, but wait, people wait. Because I know this girl. If you even come and do my sweet potpourri potato, you say, "Oga, what's going on?"
Funny enough, in all the years that we've been married, he has never called me by name. I'm sure the day he ever called me.
What does he call you?
No, I don't want to say. But it's actually a very fine, beautiful name.
Oh,
yes.
Chess.
And I'm certain that the day he will call me by name, I know that there's trouble
in Nigeria. Okay. All right. So now let me tell you guys my own. And I'm sure that many people can relate to it. You want to hear? Baby, so today, guys, it's the most annoying thing ever. You are getting hot gists, maybe, or you are talking about something very important that is paining you in your oporoko, and your husband is sleeping. The pain is not here, and you can relate to that, right?
So my husband will say, "No, I'm not sleeping. I'm just relaxing. I can hear you." Like, gay.
That one used to annoy me because why are you saying that? It's clear. You are sleeping. You are tired. It's not a crime. You didn't commit any offense. You are tired. It's okay. Just admit it. But no. Okay, so what did I say?
Just keep talking.
No, my husband doesn't even do just keep talking. Do you know what my husband will say? He'll say something you said maybe 5 or 10 minutes ago. When he was still awake, he was just entering into sleep land. He heard that part. But you see the rest of the gist, he didn't hear it. So my own hack for this is one of two things. One, sit up, please. I want to give you gist and I don't want you to sleep off. Or number 2, postpone the gist for another day. But you know what the problem I have with that number 2? You know when the gist is hot.
You know,
you need to give it hot. And then somebody is sleeping. If you say you should postpone it by tomorrow, it's cold. It's cold. There's no point.
It's not sweet again.
Yeah. You might not even remember all the details. You know. So most times I just say, please sit up. Or before I start, I say, babe, are you tired? Babe, I'm tired. What is it? Are you very tired? Can you sit up for like 10-15 minutes? Because I want to tell you something and I don't want you to sleep off. That's what I do. Oh, okay. I think we're having too much fun. What's number 3?
So this number 3. So you see how you used to get married. You're looking for getting married so that you can have sex like back to back sex. We got married and realized that married people don't used to have sex like that.
Yeah.
Like inside marriage, they didn't say. No, don't get us wrong, though. For like the first few months. Oh yes. You people going to be getting down.
You'll be praising the Lord.
You know,
Jesus' ears will be going up like this with the sound.
It's going to be, you know, and then it's not start declining.
Yeah.
Declining.
Yeah.
You know, small. And then one day you realize, it's like 2 weeks ago that
especially, you know, when things happen, like maybe someone is sick or there's stress at work or you have kids, young kids.
Sometimes the kids may not have even come.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes you just see that, okay, yes, inside marriage is not, you know, it's not exactly so straightforward like that. Yes. Curves here, bumps there, one thing there, and then you just find out that, oh, you've not had sex in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And like,
what's going on?
This is us that, you know, we used to get down to it, you know, very, as in, so like meals, morning, afternoon, and night.
No, I never did. No.
Doctor spread. I've met a few couples.
Did you do that?
No, I didn't do.
We're talking about ourselves. We didn't do it, so that you not think that I need to do it like Adria and Lois. No, please don't kill yourself.
I don't even have a body that they used to do like that.
I think that what I want to chip into this sex is how men, they are oblivious to the fact that you are not exactly happy with them and they want to have sex. Like you are fuming, borderline fuming. You are really annoyed over something that they did. And then you're like, babe, you know, I love. Who is that? What is love? You know, and you just be like, no. And you have to be careful the way you say it because you can just kill their morale, kill their, they have to be asking you before they want it. Is there anything that I've done? Let me apologize, or let me pay for my sins, so that there can be clean slate. So it's tricky. Yeah. Sometimes I've had to actually just, you know what? Okay, let's go of this anger for the moment, and we'll revisit it another time. But you know what happens with that? The honest truth is, me, someone like me, I don't have mind, I don't have strength. If I don't talk about it in that moment, it has gone into the sea of forgetfulness, never to be remembered again, right? But then sex is beautiful, sex is sweet, sex is fun, but it's not everyday meal. After a while, it's not something that you even want to and we women, well, for the most part, there are some women that try. We can't go. It's not by force.
Like really, sometimes you can actually do it.
Sometimes you're just like, it's not pure water now. It's not water. Water, you need to drink water every day. If you don't drink water in a day, there will be problem. But sex is not like that, right?
Yeah, so we said 3 things, right? But I'd like to add an extra one, right? So I think another thing I discovered after I got married, made me adjust my glasses, was I got married and I discovered my husband is not exactly as domesticated, like chores. When it comes to chores, and this one particularly confused me because
Because
he was doing these things like my husband cooked, cleaned, you visit him and everywhere is tidy.
top notch.
I can't relate to, I've heard a few young ladies who say, oh, I visited my boyfriend and my fiancé and the house was a mess. I can't relate. I had to clean. No, I can't relate. In all of, because it's for 2 years, and in all that period, I think I remember just going to the house once and the house was a mess. And
you go back a few hours
yes,
later.
I got back a few hours later. In fact, I wanted to help clean, and then he says, no, don't touch anything. Wow. Just leave everything. I'm going to sort it out. I'm in the middle of work. I'm trying to beat a deadline. I'll clean it up. And I got back in a few hours and everywhere was cleaned up. Like he would cook this, as he used to cook and stock up his freezer.
Wow.
Yes.
What not apple?
And then the moment we got married, it was like my husband didn't know how to wash plate again. He didn't know how to hold broom again. He didn't know how. I'm like,
oh my god.
Excuse me, sir. Is everything okay?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
And then the guy confesses to me like, see, it's not like I like this thing like that, but I was doing it because I had to do it. Say, but now I'm just thankful that you're in my life. To
transfer.
Help me. So transfer of responsibility.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not like I like you doing everything. I actually want to get paid help to get all of these things done so that both of us can chill.
Yeah. I think I can relate to an extent because my husband's place used to be so clean, and then I'm like, don't got married, uncle, what is going on? I'm the one sorting your things and he tells me
not only that, he won't even sort things like there'll be socks here, there'll be shoe there. These are things that didn't happen before he got married.
Yeah.
Like, socks there, shoe there, shirt there.
That one doesn't even happen.
And then anyway, we had to curb that because I'm like, okay, excuse me, this cannot happen. Let's be doing it the way you were doing it
before.
But guess what? In all of that, you will still be like, babe, have you seen my socks?
Am I wearing your socks with you? Why are you asking me? Why are you asking me? Are we wearing the socks together? No, talk to me. Are we wearing it together? Why are you asking me?
I think so, 2 have become 1.
Now, so where am I wearing the socks to? but really, my husband said, in my own case, you know what my husband said? That he has a little bit of OCD, so he just has to cool down so that I'll not be feeling like he's always picky. I'm like, Oga, picky. Be picky. Because this one you are doing, I don't understand it. But we've gotten to understand that we can both be very clean and we can both be laissez-faire about it, and nobody's going to die. See, one thing I just ensure is that the place that people will see, like outside people will see, is okay. if you now come into the inner caucus, it means that I'm free and I'm open with you. So whatever you see, take it like that. I won't even apologize. Plus, I have a preschooler running around. What do you expect? The house is not going to be top notch. I mean, home is a place for free expression.
To let our hair down.
When we go outside, we can be doing push, spray. So guys, marriage is beautiful. Marriage is sweet, right, babe? Odun is very sweet. But there are some things you have to make allowances for. You know, wear your shock absorber well so that when it happens, you just have your shock absorber on to absorb the shock of it. The shock of it. One thing that I found out, which is not even in relation to something my husband does or was annoying, was just the fact that I work from home. He goes to work. Of course, I knew that before we got married. But I now have to wake up, cook breakfast, cook lunch, pack it before 6 a.m. I said, please, who collected my Tuesday and gave me Saturday? Because it's not adding up. So there are things you have to adjust to, both in terms of how to manage your home and in terms of how to relate with your spouse, whether you're a husband or a wife. We've talked about wife today. I intend to drag my husband to come and talk, you know, and I'll just be quiet. I promise I'll be quiet and just listen to the annoying things so that men can also get a perspective. But whatever the case is, focus on what is working. Focus on the beauty, the 80%, like my friend here likes to say. Let's not focus on the 20. So that is crunk.
I like to chip in here.
Okay.
That one of the things I've come to understand, that one of the major things that causes issues in marriages is the expectations we go into marriage with. Yeah. So you know, we have this idea of how, especially we ladies, you know, this is how I want my marriage to be. This is how my husband is going to be. He's going to you know, hug me from the back while I'm cooking in the kitchen.
Okay. You know, take 1 minute, I'll put it in my mouth.
Peck me on my forehead, you know, at intervals.
Cuddle me to sleep.
You know, exactly. You know, I'm not saying these things are bad. They're actually great and really good. You know, they give us this sense of love and belonging and all of that. They're actually very beautiful. And basically every other expectation, all your expectations are valid. That's the truth. But we're going to marriage with these expectations, and sometimes, not all the time, sometimes we may not see all of these expectations.
Yeah.
Like our spouse will fall short of some of these expectations.
Yeah, human beings.
And then, if you're not careful, you begin to get upset about this, and over time begin to build resentment towards your spouse. You know, and this can, you know, make you lose sight of, because sometimes the truth is some of these expectations are not even the core of what you're married with. They're not the essence of your marriage. You know, I'm not saying that these 20% are not, these little things are not important. They are important, but sometimes they're not exactly the
overview.
They're not the big picture. But because you are focused on these things that your spouse doesn't have, he doesn't help me clean, he doesn't help me cook, he doesn't do this, then you lose sight of, you know, the other things that your spouse is great at. For example, my husband is, you know, he's business savvy. So you see, everything about work and business, I leave it for my husband. If I have a proposal to write, leave it for him. If I have interview to prepare for, just leave it for him.
When it comes to money and budgets, there are
so many things.
Yeah.
I did a business for 2 years, and my husband literally ran that entire business from the back. So everybody just sees what's going on in front, but my husband was the brain behind all of it. You know, I do interviews, I go for interviews. Sometimes I might have a long list of questions to answer. See, I don't answer one question. Even if my husband is not home, I send everything to him. He'll answer them and send it back to me. You know, so why will I lose sight of these amazing things?
Because your husband is not romantic.
He's not helping me to sweep.
He's not romantic.
He's not romantic. You know, so sometimes we lose sight of, because we are focused on, my husband doesn't do this. And sometimes it's because we are seeing what is happening in Mr. B's house.
Yeah, actually. Or comparison
Mrs. K's house. And when you have an amazing spouse, and you're not focusing on those great things that your spouse does.
So true.
You know, so you're now holding on to those expectations that you're not seeing.
Yeah.
Yes. So as much as possible, we are doing this video to encourage you. Focus on, nurture those ones that are, yes, that's what Lois always tells me. Like, nurture those ones.
Yeah.
Nurture the one that is working. That 80% that you have, water it and build it. You will find out that you're not, you will no longer see those ones that are not working.
Yeah.
Or either that, or even those ones that are not working, they actually because you're now able to teach your spouse those things, and
it becomes strength.
It becomes a part of your marriage.
Yeah.
So there's really no need for you to have fought and nagged and all of that.
And please, on the issue of nagging, how many times should you talk? I don't know. It depends. It's a situation by situation thing. Mm-hmm. But I would say don't say something more than 3 times. And the rest of it is prayer. Report your spouse to the Father, especially if God has your spouse's ear. Like, yes, God can speak to your spouse. Just report to his heavenly Father. You will see. Transform. It works like magic. It's you'll be like, is this you? And then sometimes it's about an idea, anything. Let's normalize praying over any and everything. Even the things that are annoying you. If you pray over it, that's why you won't see it anymore. Because you've tabled it before the Father and you've left it there. So let the Father deal with it. Alright, guys. That's been our 3 things. It was more than 3. It was 4. It ended up being 4 things. And I'm sure that you have had fun, laughed, learned 1 or 2 things. Until we see you. Until I see you, because she's going in the next video. Bye, guys.
Bye.
You're asking me. Okay. Number 3. Okay, then maybe I should go. She's just here. Some people, they don't used to have things that used to shook them and shock them when, their husband, they got married. Number 3. I guess I've cut this part because I don't know what did you even say. It was number 3. No, but we said what safe. You said what that one of no romance, then sleeping off.
What happened to both of us?
I don't know.
Sex was the extra.
Sex was the extra, but maybe we should do sex.